A 25% tariff, a threat to raise it even higher, and a direct accusation from Donald Trump. India is buying massive amounts of Russian oil and making big profits. But this time, New Delhi didn't just nod and move on. India hit back hard. This is Front Page. Let us find out what's behind the noise. It's actually shaping up to be one of the ugliest trade standoffs between the world's largest democracy and its biggest trading partner. India's response? Enough with the double standards. The government called out the US and EU straight up. Those criticizing India are themselves trading with Russia. And India came with the receipts this time. EU-Russia goods trade in 2024, 67.5 billion euros. US-Russia imports in 2025, uranium, palladium, chemicals, fertilizers. India-Russia oil trade triggered only after the Middle East started diverting oil to Europe. India's point: this isn't about profit. It's a compulsion to shield Indian citizens from global inflation and energy shocks. Unjustified and unreasonable. These were the words by the Foreign Ministry of India. Meanwhile, Trump says he's just getting started. He's already slapped a 25% tariff on Indian goods from 1st of August. Now, on Truth Social, he says this: I will substantially raise the tariff paid by India to the United States of America. His list of demands? Stop buying Russian oil. Cut back on defense trade with Moscow. Step away from BRICS. Give US companies better access to India's agriculture and dairy markets. But here's the real deal. Tariffs are paid by American importers, not India. So who's really getting hurt? India's response is all fact, no fluff. US still imports uranium hexafluoride from Russia for its nuclear plants. EU just set a record for LNG imports from Russia, 16.5 million tons worth. Europe's 2024 trade services with Russia, 17.2 billion euros. And yet, India is the one that is being targeted. Their trade isn't even a vital compulsion. Ours is. India is not just countering Trump's words, it's actually defending its sovereignty. Yes, the US is India's top trading partner, with bilateral trade over $186 billion worth. But a 25% tariff today and threats of a 100% hike tomorrow puts Indian exporters at a massive disadvantage, especially against countries like Vietnam, Mexico, and the Philippines. Even worse, these tariffs may breach WTO rules and could trigger global backlash against Trump-era trade policies. So here's actually the twist. While Trump raises tariffs, America's biggest tech companies are doubling down on India, which is the brilliant news. Amazon, $12.7 billion AI plus cloud investment. Google, $6 billion data center coming up in Vizag. Apple, iPhone exports from India now over $12.8 billion. A clear and clarion sign that big tech isn't spooked. It's actually betting big on India's future. We broke that down in our earlier Front Page episode, which was basically big tech versus tariffs, why US giants are all in on India. Go please check it out if you haven't already. Coming back to what Washington has to say. Washington right now is playing hardball. Silicon Valley's playing the long game. India's External Affairs Minister didn't name names, but the message, well, loud and clear. We want a global order not dominated by a few. India will do what it must to protect its sovereignty. Behind closed doors, India is also watching how China, the EU, and others react to Trump's tariff squeeze. Many who rushed into trade deals with Trump last time now unfortunately are stuck in lopsided agreements with little benefit. India may just be playing the long game too. 7th of August is the next flashpoint. If there's no breakthrough, tariffs will go up. The India-US trade relationship, well, it could enter a very dangerous freeze. India says it's open to talks, but it won't be pushed around. correct stand, I believe. India will take all necessary steps to safeguard national interests and economic security. The world's fastest growing major economy is done playing nice. We want to know what's your take. Is this another Trump bluff or the beginning of a global trade realignment? Please let us know in the comments. Should India hold its ground or cut a deal? This is Front Page by AIM TV. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember, think AI, think AIM.